fluffy, moist, zesty, delicious. This lemon pound cake is absolutely worth it. I've been enjoying my lemon pound cake and it's so good. Yeah, so grab the ingredients and let's get baking. To make this delicious cake, you're going to start off by preheating your oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. Then you're going to spray your baking tin, add a little bit of flour, tap out the excess, and the tin will be prepped up for the batter. Also, you're going to need a few ingredients which you're going to find listed in the description box in the right quantity. So yeah, let's get baking this delicious cake. You're going to start off by whipping up 1.5 cups of margarine or softened butter. You'll need a big bowl for this recipe. So after you have whipped up your margarine, it's going to turn color from yellow to a nice pale yellow color, and it's going to be very light. Next, you're going to add in 1.5 cups of sugar. The sugar is going to sweeten up the cake. You're going to mix the sugar and margarine using a mixer. And once everything is combined, grate in two lemons. And I'm going to be using a box grater to do so. I'm going to create a little bit of space. So I'll be using this side of the grater and grate the green part of the lemon, not the white part. The skin of the lemon has oils which are very flavorful. So grating in 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons of lemon zest is going to make the cake very flavorful. So I'm going to mix in the zest. Then next, it's time to add in 5 eggs into the bowl. Using your hand mixer, you're going to whip up everything for around 1 to 2 minutes over high speed. I find that investing in a hand mixer is very, very, very crucial when making cakes, especially if you love baking, because it's going to give you a very humble time while whipping up the ingredients. So after whipping up your eggs, this is how the butter is going to be looking, and it's going to look a little bit curdled since we have added in the lemon zest. I'm going to add in 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of vanilla essence. And 2 teaspoons of lemon essence. Add in some more fresh lemon juice, and I'm going to be squeezing in a whole lemon. The cake is going to turn out very zesty and delicious. I'm going to hold the seeds with the palm of my hands. So the vanilla essence is going to add in that signature taste to the cake, while the lemon essence is going to add in a very nice lemon flavor to the cake. Once more, I'm going to whip up for around 10 seconds. And at this point, you won't need a hand mixer because the eggs are fully whipped up. That is, you have knocked in air into the batter, so the cake is going to fluff up while baking in the oven. Next, you're going to add in 3 cups of all-purpose flour, and I'm going to add in half, mixed using my spatula because I don't want to knock out all the air from the butter. Add in one key ingredient which is going to make the cake very fluffy, and that is buttermilk. Add in some more flour. Fold in once more and add in the rest of the buttermilk, which is 1 cup. As we're mixing, you're going to scrape the bowl to make sure the dry and wet ingredients are getting fully combined. And once done, you're going to transfer in your butter in a prepped up tin. This is a 2 kg tin, which is perfect for the recipe. If your tin is 1 kg, it's not going to fit. The butter is not going to fit in the tin. So make sure it's a 2 kg baking tin. So I'm going to add the butter carefully. Once done, you're going to level up your butter using your spatula. And make sure the butter is not past halfway because it's going to spill while baking in the oven. So now it's time to bake our delicious lemon pound cake. And I'm going to be doing so by placing the butter at 180 degrees Celsius for 50 to 60 minutes. And to check if the cake is ready, you're going to insert a skewer. Once the skewer comes out with no wet butter, the cake is ready. My cake is ready and the kitchen has been smelling absolutely incredible. So I can tell the cake is ready by looking at the edges, which are fully released from the tin. And also you can check using a skewer, as I said earlier on. So now I'm going to wait for around 5 minutes so that the cake can cool a little bit, so that we can invert on the cooling rack for the cake to cool completely, which is going to take around 30 minutes to 1 hour. Because I'm using a bandit tin, I'm going to tap on my tin a little bit so that the cake can fully release. Then I'm going to carefully lift up my tin. Wow. Absolutely love the outcome. This is how my cake is looking after completely cooling. And as you can see, we have a very gorgeous golden brown color. The cake has a very nice aroma. Wow. I can't wait to taste because, yeah, it's very inviting. We have that nice, zesty, lemony aroma. So I'm going to use a serrated knife, slice into the cake, which is very delicate. Wow. As you're slicing, you'll notice that it's super moist. And yeah, that is my lemon pound cake. Just look at that. The crumb texture is absolutely amazing. As you can see, it's fluffy. Once you press into the cake, it springs right back up. I love citrusy cakes because they're always so delicious.